Alright, so today the week has reset on JP, and we got an interesting PvP rule that if all your characters on the field are of different races, you get a 30% basic stat buff. So turn 1 Escanor is rocking 15.8k attack in ungeared. This is ungeared PvP. So it's gonna be looking a little less, obviously, than geared. But if you're playing PvP on JP this week, and I guess next week for global, and you're not using this ungeared, 700k ungeared, and you're not using 3 characters of different races, you're playing the game wrong. Because you're just literally shooting yourself in the foot. 30%, it can be a lot. Okay. Ooh. Red Gaffer. Not green. Someone got unlucky on their pulls. You have Tarmiel, right? Yeah. You know what? I'm just gonna kill Gaffer. You know why? Because the unit in the back is gonna be Bon, and he's gonna lose his 30%. And won't be able to rank up. And I think Escanor dies anyways, because they're going to do so much damage. Oh. Mind you, I'm in Champ 2, and that means every single player... Yeah, he's 6-6. Every single person I'm facing is going to be like Champ... People from Champ 1 that just deranked in Champ 2, so I'm expecting... My team has very bad CC. I already got CC'd 3 times. Out CC'd 3 times by 230k CC players. It's rough. Yeah, he lost his 30%, I'm assuming, because now it's 2 humans in the field, right? Ludo Gaffer is like a fun team. We're just using for fun, right? Because we want to see big numbers, like that 700k. But realistically, and unfortunately, it's not really runnable anymore. With the 230k CC players I face, it's just not feasible. Gaffer and Ludo have terrible CC. They just have terrible CC. Ludo Xiao has a Holy Relic that literally is made to give him CC. That's all the Holy Relic is meant to do, right? But he still got CC by the end, so what's the point? But there are a lot of units that I want to try out with this PvP rule. I want to try out... Griamore for sure with the 30% increase. We won't be able to use an Alphemir or whatever, but it's fine. Mostly I would want to use Gaffer and stuff, right? For ranking up. Yeah, I'm so confident. We have such high attack. I'm so confident we just kill the end here. And then the 30% splash from the end, oh my god, just kills the Escanor, right? Ooh. 783 into ADN. You just forget. I haven't used this team in a while because, you know, I use different stuff, right? I'll be running different stuff for videos and stuff. Because I mostly only play PvP for videos, right? I forget how hard Escanor hits with Ludo Xiao. Like, yeah, Escanor hits super hard regardless of Ludo Xiao or Green Gaffer, whatever, like, boosters. He can hit super hard by himself in a team with, like, Deanne, Liz, Lolly Merlin, whatever. But, god, he's such an overkill when you add in Ludo Xiao and boosters like that. Assault Melee. It's just... Poor Chandler, a poor Astarosa team, right? A team dedicated to lowering enemy stats. Just for a character like Escanor to come in and just completely crush that whole premise, right? Like Chandler lower stats, Assault Melee lower stats, Astarosa lower stats of encroachment, Kusok lower stats, Zeldris lower stats, all of that thrown in the garbage because this piece of shit over here says, nah, you cannot lower my stats. That was a crushing blow to demons. I mean, it's not news, right? They hate demons. They gave demons a few months of being number one because they felt bad. And now they're like, okay, time's up. Like the mono green team wasn't enough, right? The mono green team dedicated to counter demons wasn't enough. They had to make a character that cannot be lowered. Okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm going to do the exact same thing. It's not level 3, but I'm pretty confident I killed the DN. Because I think killing the DN is most important. Taking out the damage reduction. Because like Escanor can't be lowered, so I don't... I think if I go for Escanor, only Escanor dies. But if I go for DN, Margaret also dies, if that makes any sense. And then he's alone. Yeah, because Escanor can't be lowered by Lucio, right? He still has the 30% basic stat increase. So he's gonna have 30% extra health, 30% extra defense. While the other characters are being lowered in the defense front at least, right? Thank you, Tarmir Link, for being overpowered. Gelfer is like... It's like nothing happened to him, basically. Yeah, I'll go for the same here. Would they ever nerf Tarmiel Link? No. No, they won't. They will remain stupid forever. I mean, Grand Cross has only ever nerfed something once. Only one time. It was Chandler. Chandler was the only thing that was ever nerfed because he was way too strong. I mean, to be fair, if you compare Chandler to like Escanor right now, was Chandler pre-nerf stronger than what Escanor is right now? I don't know if I'll say that. But Chandler was very strong for a non-festival character. I'll say that, right? And then they compensated us with 600 gems. So there is incentive to never nerf anything. Because if gacha games nerf stuff, like Epic 7 nerf stuff, they had to like compensate the players for doing that. Because, you know, players that own that would be upset. Like, recently they nerfed, like, a really strong character that was, like, just a very hard-hitting character. And on that game, they hate hard-hitting characters. Like, there's no character like Escanor. There's way more characters like DN, they're like tanks, than there are characters like Escanor that hit hard, right? They essentially nerfed a character like Escanor. So they had to recall everyone that had that character, got to pick any other character that wasn't like light or dark, because those characters are super exclusive. They just got to pick it instead, like, because they had to nerf that one character. They would never nerf Tarmiel. It would require us to like be able to like pick any character we want, which is shit actually, because SSR ticket characters aren't very good. Never mind. I mean, the whole point of this was just like the stat buffing rule, but honestly, right, the thing is, it doesn't matter. A rule like this doesn't actually matter, and the reason why I say that is because every single other person you encounter right now will also have 3 characters of different races, right? So it will all even out. Like, all the characters will even out. The biggest difference is characters like Escanor that already have a super high stats, right? A super high stat line will get a greater increase because it's a percentage increase. So like Escanor is a great pick for this rule because he also doesn't depend on anything. Like a character like Reinhard is screwed because he needs humans. Like, he needs the mono red human to work, right? Esterosa, Merlin, not really, Merlin not so much, because you can run her with Escanor. But this rule is for Escanor. Like, it's obvious, right? This rule is here for Escanor, so that he can work well, or even better, because Escanor is a character that needs no one else. Like, he is the team. The team revolves around him, and the team can be anyone. Anyone. He works with anything almost, right? So they made this rule for him. Next week's rule sucks. It's like no Super Awakening, which means nothing. Like that rule means nothing. It just makes the game slower, because then there's going to be less crits, right? That rule means nothing. Everyone has Super Awakening these days. It's not as bad as it used to be, where it used to be that you needed dupes. Okay, so we lost the basic stats. Yeah. You needed dupes, right? To be able to max Super Awaken. Now you don't. So, anyways, if you play JP this week, or, you know, Global next week, you know what you do. You know what you do.